Let's talk about anxiety. You know the feeling. It's that tightness in your chest, the racing thoughts that just won't quit, that gut-wrenching sense that something is terribly wrong. Even when everything on the surface seems perfectly fine, it's annoying, right? It's completely exhausting, and it has this uncanny ability to show up at the absolute worst possible times. But before we go any further, let's get one thing crystal clear, right from the start. Having anxiety does not mean you're weak. It means you're human. It means you care deeply. So many people think anxiety is a red flag, a signal to stop, to retreat, to hide. But what if I told you that's not it at all? What if anxiety is actually a signal to focus? See, your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It's not your enemy. It's trying to protect you. The problem is, it's just really bad at choosing the right moments to sound the alarm. Think of anxiety as your own personal, internal security system. It's a bit overprotective, a little trigger-happy, and sometimes it completely freaks out over things that honestly don't deserve an ounce of your fear. But here's the part most people never get to hear. The part that changes the whole narrative. Anxiety often shows up most intensely in people who want more out of life. People with dreams, with big goals, with a desire to push beyond their comfort zone. If you had no ambitions, no aspirations, no pressure to be better, and no untapped potential bubbling inside you, you probably wouldn't feel so anxious. You feel it because you are built for more, and your mind and body can literally feel the weight of that calling. It's the tension between where you are and where you know you could be. Now, let me hit you with some ruthless truth. If you let anxiety take the driver's seat, it will steer your entire life. It will dictate your choices, limit your experiences, and shrink your world until it's a tiny, safe, and profoundly unfulfilling box. But if you learn to lead yourself, if you learn to take the wheel, anxiety is just a noisy passenger in the back seat. It has no real power. When anxiety whispers, "What if it all goes wrong?" I want you to talk back. Say, "But what if it all goes right? What if this is the best thing that ever happens to me?" When anxiety screams, "You can't handle this," you look it right in the eye and say, "Watch me." Because real courage isn't about not feeling anxious. It's not the absence of fear. Courage is taking action while anxiety is throwing a full-blown tantrum in the background. It's doing the thing anyway. Think about it for a second. Go back in your mind to every single time you felt that wave of anxiety wash over you. Before a big job interview, that nerve-wracking first date, a huge presentation at work or school, a life-altering decision you had to make, a scary, difficult conversation you knew you needed to have. What happened after all of that? You survived. You made it through every single one of those moments. You're still here. You're still standing. You're still fighting. The truth is, you are so much stronger than every panic attack, every sleepless night, every bad day, and every single moment you were convinced you couldn't handle it. You are. You just don't give yourself nearly enough credit for your own resilience. You've weathered storms you thought would break you, and here you are. Now let's get into the science of this, the knowledgeable part that can really shift your perspective. When you feel anxious, your brain triggers the release of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This is often called the fight or flight response. But let's reframe that. It's not a weakness response. It's a performance response. It's your body gearing up for action. Your heart races to pump more oxygenated blood to your muscles. Your breathing quickens to take in more oxygen. Your pupils dilate and your senses sharpen because your brain believes something important, something significant is about to happen. Do you see what that means? Your body isn't breaking down. It's powering up. It's literally preparing you to succeed, to perform at your peak. The physical sensations of anxiety feel almost identical to the physical sensations of excitement. The only difference is the story you tell yourself about what's happening. One story is, "I'm scared." The other is, "I'm ready." You have the power to choose which story you believe. You're not falling apart. You're getting ready for the main event. So how do you deal with this? You don't silence anxiety by avoiding it. You don't make it go away by hiding from the things that trigger it. You silence it with action. And here's another piece of ruthless, straightforward truth that some people don't want to hear. Avoiding what scares you is how anxiety wins. It's how it grows stronger and takes up more space in your life. Facing what scares you, that's how you win. Every time you avoid a situation because of anxiety, you send a message to your brain. See, that was dangerous. We were right to avoid it. This reinforces the fear. But every time you face the fear and do the thing anyway, you teach your brain a new lesson. Hey, that wasn't so bad. We survived. We can handle this. This is how you slowly but surely dismantle the power that anxiety holds over you. It's called exposure, and it's one of the most effective ways to reclaim your life from fear. Start small. If you're anxious about social situations, don't force yourself to go to a massive party. Start by making small talk with the cashier at the grocery store. If you're afraid of public speaking, don't sign up to give a TED Talk tomorrow. Start by speaking up once in a team meeting. These small acts of courage build on each other. They create momentum. They prove to you, step by step, that you are capable and that your anxiety is a bad fortune teller. And please remember, it's okay to not be okay. If anxiety is overwhelming and taking over your life, there is no shame in seeking help. Talking to a therapist, a counselor, or a doctor is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's like hiring a personal trainer for your mind. They can give you tools, strategies, and support that are tailored specifically to you. We all need a guide sometimes. So the next time you feel that familiar knot in your stomach, that frantic energy buzzing through you, take a deep breath. Acknowledge it. Say, "Hello, anxiety. I see you're here." And then remind yourself, this is not a stop sign. This is my body powering up. This is a signal that I'm stepping outside my comfort zone, that I'm reaching for something more. This is the feeling of being alive. This is the feeling of growth. You've got this. You always have. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content on turning your challenges into your greatest strengths. See you next time.